Ciao e benvenuti. Welcome to another episode of Richard Harris's Herbal Tutorials, where the little intricacies of herbs and other natural substances are explained and pertinent information is given freely. Here at this channel is where you come when you need common sense explanations relating to how you should use herbs, when to use them, and when not to. Why you should use a particular herb as opposed to another. Also, when you want to know how they function. These are important things to know. It is not prudent to just up and ingest or apply to your skin herbal stuff because person or persons enthusiastically and repeatedly wave several herbs extolling their magical benefits. One needs to be rational and common sense is necessary. Your wealth is your health, and I view your health seriously. Therefore, on this channel, no exaggerated claims are made, and there is no hype or solicitation. Only common sense herbal knowledge is given. I'm Richard Harris, Chinese, American, and English trained acupuncturist and herbalist. I also have a diploma in Ayurveda and Hirudotherapy, and I have been practicing these disciplines for over 30 years. So I may humbly say that I think I earn the right to pronounce a little on herbal medicine. Don't you think so? So with your indulgence, I shall continue with this, my latest podcast, in which I shall be discussing another interesting herb, scientifically known as MUCUNA sloani of the Fabaceae family. In many countries, it is fondly referred to as donkey eyes or hamburger beans because of its resemblance to one or both of them. MUCUNA seed belongs to the category of herbs known as herbs that tonify deficiencies. Information about this class of herbs was given in a previous podcast titled A Herb for Male and Female Infertility. So for more information relating to this category of herbs, please check on this channel for that particular video mention. However, for convenience sake, I'm going to repeat some of what I spoke about in that podcast. So calm yourself, put on your thinking cap, and come along with me as we embark on another explorative herbal extravaganza in order to unearth all the wonderful healing qualities of many of the herbs and other natural substances that are placed all around us. Herbs that tonify deficiencies are those that strengthen or supplement the whole body or an area of the body that is weakened. In other words, they supplement the body's resistance to diseases. This class of herbs are subdivided into 6 categories. 1. Herbs that tonify chi or energy. 2. Herbs that tonify blood. 3. Herbs that tonify yin. 4. Herbs that tonify yang. 5. Herbs that tonify shen. And 6. Herbs that tonify essence. These 6 categories of herbs refer to what is known as the fundamental substances of the body and are generally used whenever there's an insufficiency of any one or all of those substances. They are interdependent, they support and control each other. Thus, a depletion of one or an excess of any one of them can affect the others. These herbs are mainly used to treat patterns of weakness. I must add, weakness doesn't mean the subjective feeling of someone feeling weak. but rather a depletion of one or more of the vital substances of the body that I just mentioned as the 6 classes of herbs that tonify deficiencies. Symptoms of exhaustion of these vital substances may include the following: exhaustion, spontaneous perspiration, a pale tongue or a tongue with very little or no coating, a weak pulse, loose stool, pains that feel better with pressure, weak voice, and night sweats. All of these symptoms are examples of deficiency. They are relative, not absolute, and one needs to have about 4 of these symptoms manifesting together to arrive at a symptom of deficiency. If you're enjoying this video and you're learning new things, why not pause for a brief moment and hit the subscribe button? While you're doing so, don't forget to remember to give it a thumbs up and share. Your input is important and welcome. Please feel free to put your thoughts, experiences, and questions in the comment section. Now let's continue on our herbal journey to discover more about this wonderful, hardly used, intriguing herb, MUCUNA. In many countries, MUCUNA sloani is fondly referred to as donkey's eye or hamburger beans. I'm sure many of you remember playing with these beans. Donkey eye is hardly used medicinally in the West Indies. Its usage were mainly confined to making cosmetic jewelry. As children, we would rub them against any hard surface, in which case the seed would become hot. Then we would rub them or place them on the skin of our friends, whereby they would be burned by the application. In the sub-Saharan region, it is known as okpo and is often employed in the treatment of various diseases, or as an agent to thicken soups and as a condiment. This plant is heavily cultivated in Africa, Asia, the Pacific, and some parts of the Americas, where the young pods and leaves are eaten. In the Caribbean, MUCUNA is known by several names. In Trinidad, it's called donkey eye. The Jamaican variety is known as hamburger beans or velvet bean. In Guyana, it's horse eye bean. Bahamians call it monkey tamarind. In certain parts of Central America, they label it as ojo de buey, referring to a bull's eye. Or it's also known as Nescafe because it's used as a coffee substitute. Ayurvedic medicine know it as kapikachu. Donkey eyes belong to the class of herbs that supplement deficiencies. The parts used are the seed. It has a neutral energy and is mildly sweet. Organs and meridians affected are the lungs, liver, and kidneys. Its chemical constituents are alkaloids, flavonoids, phenols, beta-sitosterol, carbohydrates, potassiums, saponin, essential fatty acids including palmitic, oleic, and linoleic acid, amino acids, iron, calcium, magnesiums, and tannins. Recently, a lot of research is being done on MUCUNA due to a chemical agent known as levodopa, an essential compound in the production of dopamine, a chemical of the brain that stimulates mood and motivation. The functions of MUCUNA are: 1. To strengthen the kidneys and to nourish sperm. Sperm here is functional and refers to all the functions of the sperm, but is not limited to the literal body fluid that is discharged during ejaculation. From a Western medical perspective, this herb increases testosterone. A second function of donkey eye is to calm the mind and astringe the blood. Thirdly, it facilitates the movement of stool. Uses of MUCUNA: deficiency of the liver and kidneys manifesting as waist pain, erectile dysfunction, spermaturia, memory loss, forgetfulness. Used with cuscuta seeds. For chronic cough with weakness, short breath, lack of desire to speak, use with gecko lizard. For chronic waist pain, use with babande, cuscuta seeds, and cassava stem. Additional uses include hypertension, insomnia, gonorrhea, poisonous snake bite, worms, nocturnal emission, cancer, bleeding hemorrhoids, protein in the urine, enuresis, amenorrhea, gout, gonorrhea, Parkinson's disease, and leukorrhea. Externally, the powdered seed is applied to glandular swelling, or it can be mixed with other herbs and applied topically for killing and extracting worms from the skin. The oil from the seed is also a useful application for skin creams. Dosage 5 to 20 grams. Caution: avoid using with drugs like dopamine. Now, a gentle reminder to understand properly how these herbs are used and to be able to apply them sensibly and to get the optimum benefit. Please pay attention to the category under which the herb falls and what it is used for, and how to identify its usage and to identify the issues with the category. And then you'll be able to apply the herb sensibly instead of guessing. So with the proper application of the herb, you can get the maximum benefit. Okay, that's all for now. We have come to the end of another interesting herbal discussion. It's always sad whenever the video is finished and I have to leave you, wonderful people. Calm down and chillax. This is not goodbye. I shall be back soon, Jehovah's willing, with more informative and enlightening videos. Ciao ciao. Fino alla prossima volta.